Hi, I am Nature Guy X46 and this is the Natureverse 4.7, and today we are discussing the Japanese wolves. An extinct species, multiple species actually, but before we get too far into this discussion, I need to address a few elephants that are in the room. First one being that there are rumors, and that is all they are, is rumors, that perhaps at least one of these species is still holding on in pockets within Japan. There are also reports of possibly reintroducing the wolf, and there were not one, but two species of wolf in Japan, both of which are now considered to be extinct. Or maybe I should just say that are extinct. And we have to look at both of these wolves, so let's go for it. The first wolf is the Honshu wolf, insert scientific name here, when extinct in 1905. The other wolf, the Ezo wolf, died out in this period somewhere between 1868 and 1912. And this is when American-style horse and cattle ranches began to appear in some locations in Japan. Now, it is with much sadness that I have to tell you that Japan sought after advice on how to control the wolves. And America, being America, told them to use strychnine. And they did. And by 1889, the Ezo wolf had gone extinct. The Honshu wolf didn't meet the same fate. However, its fate perhaps was worse. Rabies came to Japan, or was already in Japan, and so it had issues with the animals transmitting disease to the Honshu wolf from probably domestic dogs. And we actually have a date for the first rabid wolves in Japan, and that date is 1732. This disease would work its way eastward, and while it may not be responsible for the actual transmission or the extinction, it may not be the reason why this animal has gone extinct. But urban development was starting to become a big thing in Japan. And they were building temples, shrines, houses, mansions, bridges, and roads. And all of these buildings meant that they needed wood. Japan was also going through a growth spurt. And they needed room to house these new people. And so wood was being used not just for building, but also for fuel. They were clear-cutting forests to make room for villages. This clearing of trees and the intrusion of humans into once wild lands pushed natural prey out of the window. And that became a very real problem. A very big problem, in fact. This preying, deer may have fled the area, and the presence of farm animals may have given the wolf a new food source. This preying on farm animals would not have looked good for the wolf, and there may have been attacks on wolves by people. The wolf, either way, would have had to work harder to find food as prey animals, left the area. This became a problem. And the wolf had to find food elsewhere, maybe. We have seen deforestation become a major problem in modern times, and it would have been just as bad back then. It should also be noted that the Honshu wolf were on 3 islands in Japan. I will list those here. They were the smallest of the wolf species, and it should also be noted, like I said earlier, that there is serious talk of bringing the wolf back to Japan, which I think is good news. It just won't be the subspecies that were in Japan. Anyway, this is Nature Guy X46 from the Natureverse 4.7 saying see you in the next one. Goodbye.